Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my Quest for Survival Hardcore Ironman series and this is episode 7. What I'm going to do this week is I have a week off of work, so I'm going to do 5 days of progression. So I'm going to do a video every single day of this account to catch up on some footage as it's quite far behind. So hopefully these 5 days can catch it up pretty well. This is day 1 and in day 1 I'm improving all of my gear and obviously getting my stats up still. So let's crack on in the video. So last video was ended with all of the temple trekking gains and all of the silver bars and such that I achieved. This meant it was time to make some silver tiaras on the furnace in Lumbridge as it's quite close to a bank. Doing silver tiaras got me to 50 crafting and I was going to take a little bit of a break and do some other stuff at this point. Remember to do your weekly circus because the weekly circus is so good, especially for range and mage. The agility experience is a bit of a bonus, but the range and the mage are the ones that give you tons of experience. I went from 35 to 37 range just doing the circus. Now I'm over 1000 total. I bought an extra life. I should have done this a long time ago when I hit 1000 total, but I forgot about it. It costs you 100k for your first life and you need to be over 1000 total. I can buy a second life at 1600 plus total for 10 mil. So hopefully I don't lose this one ever, but if I do, then at least I can get a second one for 10 mil. Now we have a bit of backup on the account. A little bit more confidence as well. Using up that 100k made my cash stack quite a lot smaller, so it was time to alch a few items. I had quite a lot of items in the bank that have just came over time from different monsters and just farming in general. So I was able to alch all of these different items, anything from a rune scimitar to an obsidian shield or even meerkat pouches. By the end I had 188k and an archer helm left over, ready to be alched if I need to. As an Ironman, air runes can be in short supply because of how many spells you're casting all the time and just how expensive they can add up to be if you're doing shop runs at the early levels. I made sure to do daily runs to the air altar in order to get quite a few air runes to use without having to spend any money. Now it was time to try and get my rock shell armor set for melee. These rock crabs are really good magic experience and they're going to be even better when I get my god staff. I was just waiting for my friend Johnny Giraffe to get 60 magic so we could go get our god staffs together because the wilderness is a scary place. Hey, rock cell chunk, shard splinter, gloves, boots to go. So we went into the wilderness together and we went into a world that had like no one in it, so that helped a lot. We didn't see anyone on the way to the mage training arena, which is really nice. So we just went to the mage bank and pulled the lever to get inside. Once you're inside, you're out of the wilderness and you're out of the woods. So then it was just time to talk to the dude to fight him so you can get your god staff and your god cape. The whole fight was so easy. Every single phase of him died so quickly and it was actually way less dangerous than I had anticipated for. I took so much food and I only used 2. Step into his sparkling pool. Now it was time to run up to the statues and see which one you wanted. I took Guffix because the Guffix spec is actually really good for bossing later on, so I feel like that's the best staff to take. Boom, we got this, boys. While I was in the mage bank, I thought I'd take this opportunity to buy as many runes as I could until my money was gone because I'm not coming back here. There you go, all my money's spent. With my new god staff, I headed back to giant rock crabs in order to kill them much easier, and they did die so much easier. Wow, oh my god, it's so easy to kill now. They just flop. They all fall down like dominoes. This new stuff, I'm in love. Hey, this is good. Rock shell splinter. Rock shell shard, just the boots left. So we got 5 chunks, 3 shards, 2 splinters, 1 gloves. We just need a pair of boots. Charm wise, 318 gold, 30 green, 18 crimson and 6 blue. 318 gold charms in about 15 minutes. That's ridiculous. It was time to do the Combat Academy for my Herblore XP, as Herblore's kind of annoying to train on an Ironman, but it's super useful. It's always good to do Combat Academy before it gets too late. The scaling scales off at late game pretty badly and you don't actually get that much more experience. The prime level to do it is probably around 40, so I waited until I was 40 Herblore in order to do all of the Combat Academy and put every single one of my lamps into Herblore. 7 Herblore levels. I'll take that for free. Then it was time to head back to Rock Crabs, farm some charms and get my rock shell. Yay, got my boots, didn't even take that long. Now that I had all the pieces, you just go to the guy in the armour shop in Relica and he can convert the pieces with the Dagonoth hides and a bit of coins in order to get rock shell. Very, very nice tier 50 melee armour. I got the requirements for family crest in the last video, so it was time to complete that quest and get my family gauntlets. Now that I had the family gauntlets, the first time that you change them you need to go to the specific person, so I went to the guy outside Gertrude's house to make them into cooking gauntlets. Once you've done this once, you can then just right click the gauntlets and make them into anyone you want for a little bit of coins. I like to do multiple quests when I do them, so I got the Haunted Mine quest done as well. It gave me 22,000 strength experience and I'm able to now make a salve amulet. 48 strength, that was very nice. Always remember to do your Fallen Stars. Not only do you get your 50,000 coins and some runes and such every day, you also get some nice mining experience as well. All of my mining experience so far has just been gained via Fallen Stars and quests. Get a new task, first ever task from the level 75 Slayer Master, let's go. Fire Giants, not bad. There was a couple of things I wanted to do in prep for Fire Giants and the new Slayer Master, and the first one was get 55 crafting so I could craft my uncut Dragonstone into a Dragonstone ring and then enchant it into a Ring of Wealth. You're able to actually boost up with a magic potion in order to make a Ring of Wealth as well. So I was able to boost my magic level up to 68 so I could enchant it. It's a really good ring, it increases your chance at loot and gives you 10 in all stats. Not going to complain with that. The second thing I wanted to do in preparation was get 60 attack so I could use Dragon Weaponry. Dragon Weaponry is so useful against Fire Giants as they're weak to melee and you can kill them very easy with Dragon Weapons, but as I've only got an Addy weapon for melee, I would rather not use that. To get my 60 attack, I went to Ghouls and I used Protect from Melee the whole time. With my Devotion ability, it was actually really easy and I didn't use too much food. Whenever my prayer got low, I ran out of the graveyard towards the lodestone in Canifis, and there is the god statue that you can build. I would pray at that god statue in order to get my prayer points back, run back and use Protect from Melee again. It led to very easy experience and it was actually super fast. Yeah, Hurricane. Wah! Yeah. Spinning around, killing everything. Absolutely glorious. Oh man! Oh, I got a champion scroll. That's nice. Hey, 60 attack. Dragon Weaponry, here we come. It was time to buy some dragon weapons, so I sold the tiaras I made for some extra money. After I sold those tiaras, I went to the shop in Varrock to buy some dragon scimitars. I know that dragon daggers cost less and they do the same thing, but who can ever say no to this awesome fashionscape? I'm willing to pay the money for these. So nice. So now I want to take a minute to talk about the love of my life, the fair. The fair is so awesome, especially for a starting Ironman. Doing happy hours is the best thing ever. The amount of agility experience you get for happy hours is absolutely unreal. The mining and hunter experience is also really good, but I'm going to focus on the agility as I can't do the wilderness course really as a hardcore Ironman, so this is going to save a lot of hassle in the long run doing agility here, especially until 77 at least for Prif course. What I'm going to do is set myself a goal to try and get 90 agility before the fair ends so I could get ports unlocked with agility. I'm going to do happy hours on agility every single time I can throughout the duration of the fair. Hopefully this will get me 90 agility so then I can do ports and start getting my ships and things like that in order to prepare for those big stuff and those big rewards from ports like Scrimshaws. If you haven't been doing your happy hours, definitely get around to doing them. I'll leave a link in the description of a Wikia page talking about happy hours if you want to know more before they go. These dragon scimitars definitely made quick work of these fire giants, and they were definitely worth getting before actually going to do this task. They led for some really nice combat and slayer experience, and I'm ready for all of the other tasks in the future. Finishing this video off, doing a cache. I got to 62 divination. Remember to do your daily caches, as it's so important for invention. So as for my stats, we gained around 80 levels in this video, which is not bad at all. We're 77 combat now, and my stats are starting to get quite well rounded. If you fancy checking my stats, they're on screen now, so you can just have a look. I'm not going to talk about every single one. I'm just happy with all of the gains we made in this video. Not only have we had level gains, we've got the rock shell armor, we've got the dragon weapons, we've got the god staff, so everything is going smoothly. Thanks for watching. Give the video a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new for future content like this, other progress series and other guides and things like that. There will be another video tomorrow, and it will be day 2, so check back tomorrow if you want to see more. Feel free to join my friends chat in-game Maikeru if you fancy the chat. Goblin Slayers with a Z is my clan. It's open to everyone and anyone. Discord link will be in the description as well if you fancy chatting on voice communications, and the Twitter link will be in the description if you fancy following me there. And until tomorrow, see ya.